You'd probably win.
All right, guys, we're live. What's going on, everybody?
Hey, what's up, Browne?
Hey, what's up? We're here with Danny Mac.
Hey.
And Chris Browne sitting in for Adam Prue.
Yeah, C.J. Browne. How are you doing, guys?
C.J. Browne. I like Chris Browne, though,
Chris
man.
Browne's good. It just was not working out.
Really?
Well, the thing is, the joke is obvious, you know? Yeah, you got a delay on that. But, like, the last time...
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Keep talking.
Yeah, no, the last time I went on stage as that name, the host... I was having a bad week with women, and the host goes, C.J. Browne, ladies and gentlemen, this one only verbally abuses women.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I was like, this is probably not going to work out.
Was that up in Boston?
Yeah, that was John Paul Rivera. Great guy. He's a nut. He literally, his job is he dresses as the bowling pin for a bowling alley, and he just hands out free bowling passes.
That's a pretty great job, right?
Yeah.
Women have no sense of humor, man.
We're just going right into it, man.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So what's up, Danny Mac? Tell us about yourself a little bit.
Man. Well, I'm from Milford here. I'm psyched I ran into you guys early at Comedy Night, and I came down to do this bit with you guys, and this is a great setup you got here, man.
Thanks, man.
Brandon. Yeah,
so what is this about women have no sense of humor? I think that's the real crux of the matter.
Shit that we think is funny, women do not think is funny, man.
Right.
I've been finding this out for like good 50 years or so, man.
Yeah. You don't think isn't it like kind of a mating mechanism to be funny though? Like, wouldn't women respect funny people?
I'm all about the shock value.
Yeah.
If a woman can handle a shock statement that
yeah,
you might say.
I think there's a big difference, and especially because things are progressing. I think maybe before they would think it was funny, but they wouldn't want to admit it because then everyone would think they were dirty. Maybe
I think
I
so
know.
too.
I mean, a lot of women with great senses of humor. We have.
Yeah, I know some fantastic female comics. Do you think like women can't be good comedians then?
Oh no, definitely. I know some funny women.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he was just fucking around.
Yeah.
Well, the C word is the worst thing you could ever say to anyone.
Nah, I don't know about that.
What? You don't know what the C word is, man?
I know what the C word is.
You
but
could
I
say
think,
it if you want.
Yeah.
No, let's not. Call you next Tuesday.
Yeah, we're a bunch of
Yeah, exactly.
we're a bunch of bitches.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, those chicks don't dig that, man, at all.
No.
I found out the hard way a lot.
I can think of at least one word that's way worse and will cause way worse repercussions.
Well, what? Tell me, man.
Well, nigger, are you kidding me? That word's so much worse.
Oh, that's a bad word these days.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a
These
shock
days,
value.
yeah.
I would never say it.
Telling
I know a couple of N-word jokes and stuff, and they're pretty funny. My black friends think they're funny too, but yeah, it's a hard word.
What's your favorite? You gotta have a favorite.
What would you call the Flintstones if they were black?
What?
Niggers.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
That's terrible.
That's
It's
gonna
terrible.
be the worst.
It's terrible, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, And my
I-
black friends dig that joke. I've told it to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're good with it. Yeah.
Have you noticed like a shift, like, because you're way older than both of us, like I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, okay.
But
Jeez,
have you-
man,
Yeah, it
that's,
is.
That's
Whoa,
rough.
I'm
Nah,
being-
I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with you.
Being real, have
you're
you
right.
noticed a shift in like the way people perceive, like especially black people in culture, like since you've been alive on this planet?
Because like every white suburban kid, like I grew up during the '70s, and we loved Shaft. We were fascinated with the black culture, with James Browne.
Oh yeah,
Parliament
James Browne is
Funkadelic,
great.
all that stuff. We all wanted to be black. I believe I was originally born a black kid in Oakland, California.
Yeah, that's what you were in a past life.
Yeah,
you
in a
think?
past life, I was a black kid from Oakland, California. Yeah.
Why Oakland? Why Oakland, dude?
I don't know, man, because it's a badass town. They gave
It
it.
is.
They gave
But
me
you
the
like the
Hells
Raiders
Angels,
too, right?
The Raiders. I'm a Raiders fan.
And the Hells Angels came from
fan.
Oakland?
Yep.
Oh,
yep.
okay.
They had a big chapter there. Sonny Barge is from there.
Oh, all right.
The Black Panthers are from Oakland.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself for the viewers so they know who you are? Danny Mac, you're on the radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
tell us about that.
Well, yeah, I work at WPLR. Danny Mac, they call me. My ex-wife, she worked in radio too. WPMS.
There you go. I was hoping you'd go for that one.
Yeah, 3 weeks of blues, 1 week of ragtime.
Oh my God.
We just lost all our black and women viewers.
Yep,
and the
sorry,
black
man.
women viewers are totally done. No, I'm just kidding.
I
People know
think
we're just joking around.
a lot of your
Yeah.
viewers are Connecticut comics that don't fall under either of those demographics.
Oh,
either.
you'd be surprised.
My friends don't care, I don't think, all you guys.
Oh, well, you're just joking around.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
people
I'm
know
sure
it's
you
just
are.
a joke.
Yeah.
So you were telling us that you're the vibes correspondent for PLR?
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
I've been doing it since they've been back in Bridgeport. Well, man, it's, a few years, man, at least.
How long's that been then?
I bet you 8 years or something, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not big into time. I don't wear a watch. I don't watch TV.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
You do like football, though, right?
I do like football. I'm a Oakland Raiders fan. I'm a Yale football fan. We blew it this past weekend, but
You're all about those Illuminati football teams. You just got to get the richest team, and you're like, I'm supporting them. They got the resources.
yeah. See, I don't do that.
Or the local teams.
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
Because they're local down the street. No,
Yeah.
I'm just messing.
But he mentioned something about the Hell's Angels. So you're it's some level like associated with them, or was that just an offhanded thing, or?
Yeah, no, but I the first time in 1965, we moved back to the United States. My father was in the Air Force, and he died overseas in Okinawa, and we ended up moving to outside of San Francisco, and we were with my Uncle Eddie, and all of a sudden Hell's Angels come blowing past us, man, with like 100 guys. One guy was in a bathtub with crutches and stuff.
How old were you then?
I was 8.
Oh, wow. That must have been left
And I said, like,
impression.
like, Uncle Eddie, man, who are those cats, man? And he goes, those are the Hell's Angels. I says, I dig those guys. Yeah, I'm a big supporter of them.
They're
I'm
not
a big supporter.
people demonize them, but like I'm a big festival guy, and I know that they really have like monopolized the security for festivals. Like they do not mess around, and they'll treat you pretty well.
Yeah, they will treat you well, man. They're really a bunch of good guys.
As
you
long
got to
as-
show them respect.
Yeah.
And they'll respect you.
And don't bring nitrous. That's like rule number 2.
Yeah,
Just don't
no
bring
nitrous in Bridgeport, man, for sure.
Yeah, oh, that's crazy, man. Like, because, like, they are, like, an actual, like, they're good guys, but they are, like, an actual gang, and they have, like, they have big feuds with the nitrous mafia. Is that right?
I'm not hip to what's going on with that, I don't know, man.
So what are your thoughts on nitrous from a personal standpoint?
Of course, I've done it.
Yeah, you like it?
No, not really. It gives you a
don't
headache.
either.
Yeah, it's a hippie crack.
Yep.
It gives you a headache. A lot of stuff, I'm not one to advocate, I'm not going to lecture you about doing drugs.
Yeah.
Molly, you got to really hydrate on that,
Well, you can't find good Molly these days, period. I do not advocate anybody do Molly just because the purity just does not speak for like I bring around tester kits around festivals.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know, like a tester kit, you take a little bit of drug and you put it in a little container and it comes up the color of what drug it is.
Yeah.
And 90% of the time, it's going to come up yellow, which means that it's bath salts.
Yeah.
And
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah.
90% of the time. Like, my friends, they'll go around Camp Bisco, which is probably the worst festival, like, just in terms of, like, how bad it gets, in terms of, like, violence and, like, drug use and stuff. And people just bring, like, I don't understand how people can bring horrible product like this and just, like, really just mess with their fellow man. It's really messed up.
Well, they're more worried about money, I'm sure. They don't
absolutely.
Really,
Sure.
just
And,
like anything,
But the thing is, with these festivals, there is testing places where you can go and see, hey, man, I just bought this crap here, man. What is it, I've done the bath salts. They're terrible, man. That ain't fun at all.
What was that like?
My leg kept shaking. Paint was melting off the walls.
Wow, really?
I was hallucinating, but it wasn't like good hallucinations and stuff.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, man, I'm never doing this again.
What's your favorite to do? Sorry, Chris.
Yeah, I like dropping a little LSD. Here.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? L's the best, man.
When do you remember the first time you did it?
Yeah, I was in the Navy at the time, man. we were way out at sea, man, like 500 miles out in the Mediterranean somewhere, and we met these Dutch sailors. They had long hair and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And they had these, hits of LSD like Orange Sunshine,
Oh, that's not. See, these days, orange sunshine means LSA, which is like that stuff that doesn't work as well. Like it makes your body feel kind of weird, but you don't get the visualizations. And
This
stuff.
thing was like serious tripping, man.
Oh yeah, no, L's so much. It's so much worse than it used to be. Like I'm sure back in your day, it was a lot more potent.
Yeah, this one hit was
that
like
Navy
really,
acid.
Yeah, man. And a bunch of us did it, man. We're supposed to be like growing up Navy guys and stuff.
Yeah.
We had those what do they call them, glow sticks and stuff that which were brand new at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, man, we cut those open and splashed them around. The only albums we had was Steve Miller's "Fly Like the Eagle" and David Bowie's "Changes" album. We had 2 albums, 8 tracks.
Yeah.
And that's what we listened to all night long, tripping our faces off, man.
Were you up on deck or were you in?
At one point, I had to be on like Man Overboard watch.
Oh
man.
no!
Yeah, and like watching and shit, and all of a sudden stuff starts. The waves. We had red lights. You been
Oh
on an
yeah,
aircraft
yeah.
for
That's
a
what I was
bit.
gonna say. You could see there's no white lights allowed up top at night,
Yeah,
so
it's
it's only
all red.
red lights.
Yeah,
Oh,
So
wow.
that must have been freaky, and you could see the sky so well in the middle.
And the
where-
stars,
yeah.
man. Being at sea is a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it
man.
really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, being at sea is a great thing. You can see all the stars that are really there.
So how old were you when? I'm sorry.
I was like 19, man.
Wow, that
I was
must
like
have been.
19.
Oh, really? So
experience.
who brought the acid onto the boat? Like,
We bought it from these Dutch sailors, man.
Yeah,
And
okay.
The Dutch had long hair back in the 70s.
Yeah.
They didn't have haircut regulations and stuff. Hey, you guys want some LSD? Okay.
Were they on the ship with you, or?
Nah.
Oh, you
we
just.
met them on the beach, like in a bar and
Oh,
stuff.
gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Wow, that's.
But
cool.
we waited until we got out to sea,
Oh, okay,
like
all right.
idiots.
Yeah.
you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
when people might shoot you, you're like, this is the perfect time to eat acid.
And all the lifers, like the guys that have been in for a long time, man, like, man, these guys are hepped up on something, man.
Yeah.
Did you get in any kind of trouble or anything?
No, not at all.
Yeah, it was a lot different, I think, back then.
Back in the, we didn't get drug tested.
Yep.
We still did our job. We were like, really messing with the Russians and stuff.
Yeah, what was
Well,
that
they'd
like
be-
with the? We
they-
were talking
they would
about that before
follow
we
us.
started. Before we started going live, you were asking him about the Cold War and the Russians,
Yeah,
right?
because while he was in the military, the Soviet Union was still a thing. Like that's never been a part of my life. I'm a young gun. Like I don't know what that history was like at all.
Yeah, it was kind of like scary, man. I mean, we would trade them like Levi's. We would buy Levi's for $12.
Yeah, they had the jeans. Yeah, that was
and
one of their main
that's
exports.
what they wanted, and we were told not even to talk to these dudes, but we did anyway.
Where'd you see him in port and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, a lot of Italian ports. They were open to the Russians and the American Navy.
Did you ever go to Trieste or
No.
Naples?
I've been to Naples,
Yeah,
man.
Naples is a good port, right?
Yeah, this is what the chaplain came on. He says, "All right, you gentlemen, you're ambassadors of the United States.
Yeah.
Do not go to the gut. It's all prostitutes, drugs, thieves."
Sounds perfect. Sounds
Yeah,
perfect. What are you
naming
talking
up,
about?
everything we're looking for, man. We've been at sea for like 20 days and stuff.
Yeah, where the hookers at? Where the hookers?
Yeah,
First
we ended
place
up
you
there,
go is
yeah.
right where all the partying is. So you ran into some Russian guys there then too, or?
Yeah, we would run into the Russians, and we all got along.
Yeah, it's amazing to see. You're taught to always hate these people, right?
And
Yep.
they're really cool
And then you meet them, and you're like, oh, they're just like us.
Yeah,
you know.
they were just
That's
like
what I
us.
mean. You're all kids.
Yeah, I've been meeting a lot of Russians recently, and the cultural difference I noticed is Russians, they're to the point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If a lot of Americans will dance around stuff, but Russians, like if they have something to say, you can guarantee they're gonna say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot different. I think they live a lot differently over there. Life is much different. Here, life is really cushiony. So
Yeah.
we think we're gonna have tomorrow. Russians, they know, but tomorrow might not come. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
kind of that mentality.
Oh, we're white guys in Connecticut. Like,
Yeah.
things are not bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So how long were you in the Navy for?
I was in for 4 years.
Yeah.
How about you, Brandon? You were in the Marine
Yeah,
Yeah, I
guys
was
are
in the Marine
both,
Corps
man.
4
Yeah.
years, and I was
Yeah.
on an aircraft carrier also.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
I was
man,
on
you know?
the USS America, which
Yeah.
was
Great
a
ship.
sister ship to. You were on the Roosevelt, you said, right? Yeah, I think they were right next to each other in Norfolk. What?
We relieved you guys at one point.
Yeah.
They relieved us, I think, when I was in the Med in 1976.
Yeah, and-
those cats came out and
That's funny because I was
off.
in '95. We relieved the Roosevelt and the Med as well.
Ah,
So
did
it
it?
must have just been like a schedule that just kept going.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
man. I gotta say, I
Yeah.
feel like such pussies compared to you guys, you military motherfuckers. Like, okay, you guys are in different branches. Like, what do you think the differences in like attitudes of people in the different branches? You're in the Marines. Those dudes
well,
are hardcore.
the Marine
man.
Corps is known for being basically the hardcore, no
Definitely.
nonsense. But the Marine Corps is actually a branch of the Navy. They're
Yeah.
Department of the Navy. So we're part of the Navy, so we get to interact with them a lot. And I was in the Air Wing, so our planes will go on Navy carriers. A lot of people don't know that the Marine Corps has aircraft. They think they just have helicopters. We have jets. Or I'm not sure what they do now. This is a long time ago, but they still do.
Yeah.
But we were on a lot of Navy carriers. We had to go to Navy school. So when I learned to work on the airplanes, I was with mostly Navy people.
Yeah.
And I got along with them fine. But there's a lot of Marines that had this attitude like they were better than people.
Right. I'm sure the SEALs have the same attitude, too.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. There's a lot of rumors and misconceptions about SEALs. We actually had a SEAL team on our aircraft carrier. And these guys look like regular civilians. They had like bushy hair.
Yeah.
They look like 70s porn stars.
Or like hockey players or
yeah,
something.
you couldn't, and they had beards. You couldn't tell, but these guys were badass. I mean, they'd be flying on helicopters, hanging out of helicopters by their legs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These guys are crazy, but they were really cool if you talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
They would get to the front of the mess line, people were eating and stuff. Well, you guys go in front,
Yeah, they basically did what they wanted to. But I got along really well. I worked in the chow hall for a while on the carrier, so I made some good Navy friends.
You're cooking up snacks?
Yeah, well, I worked with the drinks on I had the soda machine.
Oh,
I
you're
had to
their
keep
best
clean.
friend.
Yeah.
You're their
the bug
best
juice.
Yeah, exactly. The bug juice. I made all that
Yeah,
stuff.
that was disgusting.
Yeah, it was gross.
What is bug juice?
It was like Kool-Aid, man, but
Yeah.
it was like watered down.
Yeah, and
You
sometimes
could
it
never
would taste
get
like,
milk.
Yeah,
If
milk
you're
was-
overseas, you could never get milk. You couldn't get really milk.
We
Oh,
got
milk.
goat's milk for a while.
Ooh, I like goat cheese.
That's healthy for you.
Yeah, I
think.
mean we had a pretty good supply thing back then, but I used to party a lot with the Navy guys and the Marines, but usually separately because for some reason they didn't seem to get along. It was stupid.
Yeah.
But I got along with everybody because that's just how I was. So I had some good times, man. Oh yeah. Definitely. Did you ever go to Malta?
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
how awesome is Malta,
yeah,
right?
Great. Have you been to?
Malta's a small island country under Sicily. If you guys don't know, it used to be a
Yeah.
British colony, so they speak English there,
Yeah.
and they love Americans.
Really?
Yeah,
So they're the only ones.
Yeah, probably.
Did you ever go to Palma?
No, we
Palma, Mallorca, Spain, right? And we pull in there, and they says you can't have a beard. I had a
Oh,
beard.
no.
I had a beard since boot camp, since 1975. I always told you I've had a beard, and they tell us, well, you can't go on the beach if you have a beard, some religious reason,
Yeah. Oh, were they Muslim or something? Or
No, they weren't Muslim, man. I don't know if they were just fucking with us, man.
Yeah, they're like,
Probably, right?
this dude's American. He doesn't know anything about
Yeah.
culture. Let's just say that.
It's
to
a religious
mess with him.
thing, man. You
Yeah.
can't have a beard. So I ain't shaving my beard, man. And all of a sudden, all my buddies come back and they're like, Danny, it's all Scandinavian women. It's like the Bahamas of Denmark here at
God.
this place.
That's awesome.
Shave your beard and go. Yes, I will.
he shaved it right off.
Hell
he
yeah!
did.
Was on the next boat, man. It
How was it?
was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got any good stories from that time, or?
You could buy like Valiums and stuff in the stores and stuff.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there was like drugs involved.
Oh,
yes.
what about Quaaludes?
Yeah, those were big.
Yeah,
man.
do you do
Those were in trouble.
Quaaludes?
I did them. I didn't
No?
like them. No, because
People love Quaaludes.
they're amnesia biscuits.
Yeah, amnesia biscuits.
Yeah, they're they're
they
not
they,
good
they
for you.
fuck with your memory.
You don't they're, you know what the thing is like Xanax now.
Yeah,
It's
Xanax
the same
is
thing as
big.
a Quaalude that we had back in the day.
Xanax is really bad, man.
Yeah,
people
especially if
die on
you
it all the
drink
time.
on it, man. You can't drink on those things,
Yeah, no, like what the other day, like somebody broke in one of my roommates, her boyfriend, literally broke into our. He kicked the door in because he had been drinking, doing Xanax,
Yep.
and like we have to tell the landlord, like we don't know what happened, like. But
Yeah,
he was,
that sucks.
yeah, no. But the thing is, like, you looked into his eyes and
Yeah.
you saw nothing.
Yeah.
It's really not a good drug at all.
Yeah, yeah,
More
I
addictive
agree.
than heroin too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
causes problems. I know some, pretty cool people that have problems with them.
Yeah, I got severe anxiety too. I know it would help me, but I'm such an addictive personality that it would just be my downfall. I know that.
You need to smoke
That's good,
more
then.
weed,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, I do, but it gets me so anxious sometimes. Like I
The
used to
weed?
Yeah, like I got severe hypochondria, and like it triggers feelings that I'm gonna die. Like, and which is ridiculous because like the way that I get out of that feeling is by like going outside, drinking a Coca-Cola, and smoking a cigarette. You know what I mean? Like just
well,
like
that should work.
Yeah,
that
it
sounds good to
works
me.
temporarily. But then that actually makes me die though, like very slowly.
Oh yeah, that's what's actually killing you, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. I see what you're saying. That's pretty funny.
No, but so you guys are in the military, like a lot of people go into they're drawn to the idea of like killing people. Like there are people who go into the military because they want to kill people. You ever meet any psychopaths like that?
Sure. Hell yeah.
Any in particular?
Yeah, there was this dude Eddie. When I joined, everybody was trying to get out of trouble. You know, I was in trouble in Milford here with the police and all that. You know, I had to go to court with my Navy recruiting officer. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, he's coming with us.
Oh yeah, so they let you out.
Yeah, and they kind of like give me a pass. You know? They also let me graduate from high school and just join the Navy and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. All right, we're getting rid of him. Go ahead.
Yeah, he's gone. He's gonna be gone for a few years.
Did you go to Milford High?
Yeah, I went to Milford High.
Okay.
I ended up being the Navy recruiter here in Milford at one point.
Oh, really?
And everybody I recruited, you know, because we were, you know, where there's it's like a real estate office on Daniel Street now, you know.
Okay.
There's it used to be the Navy recruiting office at one point. Then it was a tattoo parlor.
So it was right next to the office then?
Yeah, a couple doors up. So, you know, I would be the Navy recruiter. I would have one of those little clocks. Be back at 4 o'clock, you know, you put it on the door, you know. We'll be open at 4 o'clock. And I would go into these bars, the Office Cafe, Jake's, and shoot pool in my Navy uniform, looking really smart and handsome and shit. You know, so all these kids that I would recruit think, you know, hey, man, I'm going to join the Navy and just, like, shoot pool and drink beer all day. No, you ain't. This is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers are going to be scraping paint and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Barnacles.
Yeah, you guys are going to be scraping paint. And, you know, none of them could fold their clothes. Like, being in the Navy, you got to learn how to really fold your clothes, you know. You got to be able to fit your clothes in, like, a small space.
Yep.
Yeah, so these guys were like flunking out.
What was your rate? What was your job?
I was a bosun mate.
Oh, okay.
Which is kind of like the infantry of the Navy. You know, I drove Liberty boats. I ran cranes. You know, I loaded nuclear weapons into submarines and stuff.
Oh, cool, dude. You've seen a nuclear bomb before?
Hell yeah, I loaded them into a submarine.
Man.
I saw a nuclear bomb, too. I was going to bring that up. It was one of the – it's funny because I've only saw one once, and we were in the chow hall eating, and the Mardet, which was – there's Marines. There's two types of Marines. Yeah, I'll explain so people don't know. There's two types of Marines on the ship.
Okay.
You have the Marines if they're on the air wing, like I did, fixed airplanes. Then you have Mardet, and the Mardet is the Marine detachment. They're basically grunts – infantrymen on the ship to protect the nuclear weapons, to protect the admiral, the captain.
Run the brig.
Run the brig, exactly. So they're like the security force, and they're pretty badass.
Yeah.
When they're running through, they say gangway, they do drills and stuff, and they're like, gangway, get out of the way. And if you don't, they'll put you on your ass. Like, no matter who you are. If you're a lieutenant, whatever, they'll just, because they're running around with shotguns.
What do you mean by put you on your ass?
They'll just hit you with their gun or just
mow
push you
over,
and just mow you over.
Wow.
Yeah, we had them too, man. Yeah.
So they were there. So there were some guys there. The Mardet was there, and they were pushing these things. And I saw what looked like a bomb, and it was silver and had like a red line on it.
It will always have a red line.
Yep, red line. And my friend goes, "You know what that is?" Because he was in ordnance. I go, "No." He goes, "That's a nuclear bomb."
Yeah,
and I was
anything
like,
with red on it, man.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's crazy that I saw
just to look at it.
Yeah,
you know?
just to look at it. I wish I had a.
You could ruin the world with something
that's
like
what I'm
that,
saying.
You know?
Yeah. That yeah.
Even your cat's head lit up when you said that. He's
Nuclear
like,
bomb,
oh shit, nuclear bombs, man. I'm a cat. I understand what that means.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but like, so do you know how powerful the bombs were, or you just knew they were nuclear?
You know, we knew they were, nothing but trouble, man. I mean,
No.
I used to smoke pot and fucking load them into the goddamn submarines.
I would
We'd
not
be sitting up in the crane, loading nuclear weapons into submarines, smoking pot, and listening to WPLI.
Join the Navy, everybody. You could smoke weed and load nukes.
Yeah, and I'm not
God.
ashamed of that, man. But we did it, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh man.
What was the 70s? It was a much different time than it is
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, you could just touch nukes and smoke bad pot.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, it was good.
They used to. I
it was
worked
always
on.
shit pot too.
Yeah,
you know?
no, pot's
yeah.
been. See, that's the thing. That's the trade-off we made as a culture. Like, acid's gotten way worse, but pot is ridiculous.
Yeah,
yeah.
way good.
Yeah. So, like, you ever take like dabs or anything like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like
yeah,
those?
I know what dabs are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you put them in like a little electronic thing, man, and it's like oil thing.
Oh man, I love old ass like hippies that just never grew up. I like that's my favorite, especially like since you went through the hellfire of the military and everything, and you're still just going to festivals and just doing it up. I love it.
Yeah, I'm immature and irresponsible. Yes, I've been called that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Perfect.
But you're enjoying your life, so I mean,
I love it.
That's what it's all about.
All my kids are growing up, and they turn out to be...
Oh, you have kids, too?
Hell yeah, I got kids.
Oh, I didn't know
I got
about that.
a shitload of kids.
How many kids?
Well, I got 4 of my ex-wife. You know, I got a couple extra going on here and there.
Hey,
too.
wait.
Couple, you don't even know how many. You're just like, there's a couple.
No, I know how they are. You know, I shouldn't talk about it, but...
What's the age range? Can you say that?
37 to 21.
Oh, okay. All right.
Who's doing the coolest thing out of all your kids? Like,
They all are, man.
Yeah?
All my kids turned out really, really good.
That's great.
Yeah.
Like, what's the 37-year-old like? What is he doing right now?
It's a she. She works for
okay.
a really good company in Bridgeport. Drives a brand new Mercedes-Benz.
Wow.
You know, doing way better than me. Got a 7-year-old daughter.
Oh, that's awesome. So you're a grandfather.
Yeah, I'm a grandpa.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I'm a grandpa. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you when the kid turns 17? Are you gonna smoke weed with him?
You know, I mean, I smoked weed with my other kids. They're all into it too.
Oh, you
know?
smoked weed with your kid? That must be so cool.
Yeah.
Like, what was that like?
You know, it was cool. You know, we realized we were like old.
yeah, right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, my dad, crazy alcoholic. My mom, just straight laced woman. Like I
She don't
wish.
smoke no weed?
No, she smoked
Yeah.
weed like once, and she like tried cocaine once. They've never
Yeah.
tripped. They've never done anything like that.
Really,
They're
man?
boring people, man.
We gotta straighten them people out.
I know. I
man.
should dose them one day.
No,
Just
don't do
like-
that without telling them. That's so horrible.
I'm letting the internet know if I'm in the newspaper. That's why.
You seen him here first, folks.
Mm-hmm.
We got to make this podcast famous somehow.
Yeah.
If his parents have to go down, we'll do it.
I'm gonna say that for everybody. Dose your mom, okay? Do a public
Shit,
service. Dose your
man.
mom. Your mom deserves it. She raised you.
Yeah.
Give her a nice hit of acid, you know?
Yeah, you know what? I think my mom could use a dose too. Man.
Yeah.
She's like 81 and stuff. you
Maybe
know?
our mom should dose together. You think that'd be good?
Oh man, you gonna be there too, man?
I'll
or
be
what?
there. I'll be there.
We'll have to figure out something to do. Herb Albert in a Tijuana brass concert or something. We'll
Brass
drop
buttons.
some shit and go.
That'd be amazing, I bet. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
see
I would
that-
dig that too, man.
Yeah. What are your parents like?
They're obviously they're straight now and everything, but they used to party. Back
Oh,
in the day.
yeah?
They
Were
told me
they-
some crazy stories.
They're into mushrooms and acid and stuff.
I don't know about my dad, but I know my mom has done some stuff when she was younger. Yeah.
That makes a big difference in like in being a human. Like if
Yeah, it
people
really
have
does.
done like psychedelics, like you notice a difference in people.
Yeah, it really opens up people's brain to not only the connectivity, but it lets you know really. I guess it is a connectivity that we're part of something, that everyone's connected. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
there is a weird connection with that whole thing. Yeah.
yeah, and you see that, and it's
Yeah.
it makes other things like material things not matter as much.
Yeah, it makes life seem more trivial but important at the same time, which
Yeah.
makes no sense to the alcoholics listening.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like, I don't know. Have you ever done DMT?
Yeah.
Oh, what was your experience with DMT like?
I smoked it. It was probably like in the late 70s or something.
Okay, what did it look like?
It was like a tar thing, man.
Oh, a tar thing.
Yeah,
See, when I got
we
it,
smoked it was like a tar thing
We're
we
just
put
gonna
in
push
there.
this. There you go.
yeah, it was for me. It was like a little yellow, like a fat yellow crystal. Like
Yeah.
I got it like a couple years ago. But what was it like yellow?
No, it was like brown.
Oh,
man.
jeez, what the what?
Yeah. You must have got the wrong shit.
Oh
man.
no, I can guarantee you that I did not.
Yeah, yeah, you know what it is. You choke on it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But what was the trip like?
I was pretty disorientated, man. You know. Music sounded really good.
I don't think you did DMT, man. I think somebody gave you like some heroin, maybe. I don't know, man.
No, I've done that too, man. You know, but
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. Like heavily,
I
or
don't
you
know.
just kind of tried
no,
it?
hardly ever. Tried it like twice.
See, for me, I heard doing heroin. This is probably the worst description. Somebody
Oh,
said
no.
that it's like waking up in the middle of the night and getting a glass of water and going back to bed. That's what a heroin addict told me it's like.
Yeah, you want to sleep. You want to
wanna
nod
sleep,
on
yeah.
that stuff. You know, yeah, you want to nod.
Yeah, it's
out.
an opiate, so anything that's like that,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
you
like
just want to sleep. You know.
Mm-hmm.
oxys and all that, it's all the same
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah, I don't get
Yeah.
into all that.
painkillers. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Prescription drugs are like the biggest problem I think right now.
Yeah, I really do.
You know, with the Xanax, with the
Yeah, kids out there
painkillers.
dying and stuff, drinking and doing too many bars.
Yeah,
And,
you know.
And it's like this is a comedy podcast. You guys all probably know Mitch Hedberg. Like Mitch, like people equated his death to doing heroin, but really it was him doing Xanax afterwards on his come down. Like those kill people.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
just on an instant. It's crazy.
Yeah. I know a couple people, yeah.
Oh man, this podcast is getting real, man. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, it's like life, you know. It's a balance.
we got to balance it out by prank calling
So
some
how
hookers.
was the vibes this year
It was
compared to other years? You think?
Oh, the weather was really, really good.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of Grateful Dead orientated kind of thing, you know.
Well,
There was or wasn't?
There was not.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
the
mean, Mickey
Biscuits,
Hart-
the Biscuits
Disco
played
Biscuit,
with part of
two
the Dead.
drummers. Yeah, with the two drummers, and that was really cool, man.
I've heard mixed things, very mixed things about that performance. Like, because people were like, "Oh, it's cool. Like, I understand this Grateful Dead melody," and then it's like some kind of shitty Biscuits kind of thing, and then they're like, "Oh, I lost interest."
Yeah. You know, I mean, you know what was weird? Because I have a friend. She's an Air Force nurse, retired Air
all right.
Force major, right?
Oh wow.
And she's one of the nurses at the Gathering of the Vibes. You know, she's a cool ass chick. And they were saying that what the hell was the band? But they had this crazy light show where people were having strokes, man, from watching the light show.
It's rock and roll. I like that.
Yeah, you know, all of a sudden these lights are like flipping people out.
Yeah,
man.
I know people have seizures and stuff.
Yeah, they
too.
had like seizures and shit. It wasn't Disco Biscuits, but Widespread Panic.
That was this year?
Yeah.
Oh,
this
wow.
past year, they had a crazy light show.
And people couldn't handle it?
And some people, man, could not handle the lights, man. They were having seizures and shit, you know?
So do you report in on PLR? Do you go live on the radio and stuff in there?
Yeah, I usually do. Yeah.
That must be great.
Yeah, but they always catch me at like a bad moment and stuff. You know?
Oh, really?
So it's like on a Friday morning at 6 o'clock.
Oh, like
know.
Chaz and AJ or
Yeah,
something?
with Chaz and AJ. And,
Yeah.
you know, I haven't been to bed and stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
How's it go then? I mean,
Yeah.
is it?
No, it goes
rough?
good. It's
Yeah.
good radio. It's good radio.
Yeah, I bet.
I drop, you know, some swear words and stuff where I got to get, like, bleeped and stuff.
Oh, no. Yeah,
Is there a delay on the tape? How do they?
Yeah,
how do they
yeah.
deal
There's
with
like a
that?
7-second delay, man.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they can, you know, drop it
Yeah.
if I'm out of control.
Do you ever get in trouble for that stuff, or do they just kind of?
Not really. They, you know, I've gotten in trouble, and you know, but they sent me the next year, man, gave me a raise and stuff.
Oh, all right. Well,
Yeah.
Well, it must draw a lot of viewers then, or a lot of listeners. I mean, you know.
Yeah, it makes for good radio.
Yeah,
I
it really
think,
does.
You know.
I did a comedy contest for Chaz and AJ. We did it at a Ford dealership
Yeah,
in
Bob
Hamden.
Thomas. I remember
Bob
when
Thomas.
you guys
Yeah, that was a great.
Yeah,
that
I heard
was
it
a
was
fun
good.
time. It really was.
Yeah.
Who's on it? Who'd you compete against?
Darren Seacrest was there. Michael Briskin, Adam Prue.
Oh, I love Michael Briskin. He came up to Boston the other day. He's a good one-liner guy.
Yeah,
I like
he's
Mike.
really good.
Yeah, I heard the bet. Yeah, it went good, man.
Derek Santos was there. He's the one who actually won it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a funny dude too.
Yeah, a lot of Connecticut guys coming out to this thing.
Yeah, well, it was in Hamden, so it was
cool.
mostly everyone we know. And then Vinny Beetle was there. Then there's this
Yeah,
one guy
Vinny
who
Beetle.
came. Yeah, he was there. There's this one guy that came from Long Island. He went on first, and it was 10 in the morning, 10 or 11 in the morning at a car dealership. Yeah,
Doing stand-up at 10 in the morning?
at a car
Yeah,
dealership with
that's hard.
a bunch of car salesmen. There was this one lady there with a stroller with 2 kids. And the first guy that goes on is like, "Hey, anyone here have kids?" And she's looking right at him, not even responding at all. And he goes on with his joke. Then I go on next, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is a great crowd." He asked if anyone has kids. The lady with kids is just looking at him like, "I don't know. I just found these kids on the street." It was.
Wow,
Dude,
man.
so the only people drunk were the car salesmen. 'Cause
Yeah,
they hate their
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah, they were totally hammered.
Yeah, car
Yeah.
salesmen are like,
They fucking hate themselves, man. Car salesmen are so unhappy. That's something I've noticed over the years.
yeah, I couldn't do that job, man.
Nah.
I actually sold cars for 8 years.
Really, man?
But you're
Before
not
the
doing
Marine
it
Corps or
anymore.
after the Marine Corps?
After the Marine Corps.
Wow,
But
that
it was
explains.
the funny thing about car sales is it's a transient thing. You get people that are younger, like I was, that are just trying to make some money.
Yeah.
You get people that are on the other end of the spectrum. Like I worked with Stumpy.
Yeah, somebody's a great
Yeah,
guy.
he's
Great
Stumpy.
guy.
He does radio too
Yeah.
for PLR. He was a
Yeah.
great guy. So you did. Some people were
Yeah, I know
actually
Stumpy.
happy, but there was a lot of miserable people. But you get some people that They had felons, so they couldn't do anything else. They had a felony, so they had to sell cars.
Mm-hmm.
Or you had people that just, were semi-retired. It was just a weird mixed bag of people. There was definitely a lot of sleazeballs, but there's some good guys I met that I still keep in contact with too.
Good.
I mean, but Stumpy's a great guy. I like that guy.
Stumpy's a great guy.
Stumpy sounds like a great guy.
He played pro ball. Baseball.
Yeah,
no way
did,
for
man.
him.
Like in the 60s, I think it was, right?
Something like that, man.
What team was he on?
Maybe the Pirates? He didn't play for very long.
Well, Stumpy would be on the Pirates.
I don't remember. Sorry,
they need
I'm
a
probably
guy
getting it
named
wrong.
Stumpy.
Yeah, I know.
That's the only reason he was on it. He was just there. We need a Stumpy.
We need eye patch guy and a Stumpy guy.
Oh, God.
Now batting number 23, Stumpy.
Stumpalicious.
He unhinges his leg. You just use that a bat.
Yeah.
It's regulation size. He made it that way.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, he's got both of his legs, man. He's all right though.
So what's the craziest thing you think you saw or at the Vibes that you remember?
Oh, God. That's so hard to answer.
Yeah, because there's like a million things, man.
Oh, you meet Father Time? You know Father Time? The guy who goes around and doses people?
No.
Oh my God, my friends like they see him every time, and he has like a wand, and on the end of it is Crystal L, and he's just laughing maniacally, just dosing everybody that he comes in contact with.
I'm gonna keep my eye out for that guy.
Yeah, look for
man.
Father Time, man.
Yeah, I will, man. I need to,
Father Time's coming to get us all, you know.
Yeah, right. Eventually.
Oh man. Yeah, the festivals are not even real, man. Like it's like a mecha universe where like nothing makes sense anymore. Like,
but it's great though.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best.
Yeah, people are so groovy, man. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised.
I don't know what my weirdest Vibes, thing I saw, man. I've seen some weird shit, man. I just have to, file it.
What comes up? What comes to mind when I ask you that? Like, it doesn't have to be the weirdest, but.
Well, a couple years ago, I took this Molly, right? I go to the late night Vibes thing, and it's Mixer Master Mike from the
oh yeah, Beastie Boys.
The
right?
Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Right? So I go up there, and all these kids are like on something, man. They're all hepped up on something.
Of course.
So it's like a rave going on.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked this one cat, I says, "Man, what are you guys hepped up on?" He goes, "Molly." I says, "What the fuck is that, man?" He goes, "You want to try some, mister?"
Mister.
Yeah, mister. Because I'm like the oldest guy
there.
Yeah.
Better than sir.
Yeah, all right, yeah. You want to try some?
You want some Molly, sir?
Yeah. So I took it, and and then I kept doing it all night long too, man.
Yeah,
After
why not?
drinking and tripping, apparently you got to really hydrate on this stuff.
Yeah, of course.
You got to drink some water, man. You can't be drinking rum, beer.
No, yeah, you got to drink water.
Oh, rum
Yeah, you
hydrates.
gotta-
Rum hydrates? What are you talking about?
I don't know, man. It didn't
Only
work
if you're
out well.
Stumpy on the Pirates.
Yeah.
Argo.
Oh my God. Well, I was at this thing called Pig Jam one time. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like a really small festival, but
Where is it?
It was in Massachusetts, kind of by one of the colleges.
Amherst?
Yes, right by Amherst.
Yeah, because it's all hippies there.
Yeah, it's in Ware, Massachusetts, which is fun. It's like kind of the thing with the Who, it's like where,
Yeah.
But anyway, there was like 3 security guards there, and we were up like at 3 a.m. one night, and this dude, we had bottle rockets because we're going to a festival. We're not going to bring bottle rockets. This dude. We're like, hey, man, would you light this out of your asshole? And this dude does. Like, he straight up takes it.
Like Steve-O style?
Yeah, he takes it, puts the back end into his asshole, and he lights it. And we're expecting it to shoot out. No. It goes right
It's stalled.
Yeah, it's stalled, and it he's like, oh, that was hot. And we later found out it was a security guard. And the next day,
Oh my God.
the next day, all the security guards had to leave because they were a liability.
Oh, no.
I was like, this is not America. This can't be America. Like, what is this?
I want to go to that festival, man.
Yeah, this they had problems. Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
It was a good. I like the smaller ones though. Like the family affairs.
Yeah, there's some cool ones, man. Like Sterling Stage, that's upstate New York, which is a cool ass festival.
Cool. I've never heard of that one actually.
Yeah. It's usually there's one in June and there's one like harvest season.
You know Strange Creek?
Well, yeah,
Wormtown?
I'm hip to. Yep. I'm hip to all that.
Yeah, that's a real like that's the perfect size.
Yeah.
Like you get like 3,000 people.
Yeah, laid back.
Yeah, everybody's in the woods and on drugs. People call it Deemster Creek because everybody's on DMT. Like that's where do you find 3,000 people all on DMT except
That's
at a
true.
festival?
Man, I'm gonna be there next year, man, just to try it.
Hell yeah.
That's upstate New York too.
No, that one is in Massachusetts as well.
all right.
Sturbridge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Massachusetts has a lot of the cool festivals, like a lot of like the down home ones. That one actually is run by the Hells Angels. They do the security there.
Dig it.
Mm-hmm. Which
they're
so
probably out of Lee, Massachusetts. Then,
yeah. So don't bring nitrous to Strange Creek, guys.
Yeah.
So what's the deal? Why don't they like nitrous?
Because they're at war with the nitrous mafia. I don't know if war is the right term, but they do not get along with the nitrous mafia.
Yeah.
And
The nitrous mafia is like from Philadelphia.
Is that
and
another?
It's a lot of South American. Well, they're pulling this laughing gas up to all these festivals.
Oh, okay. All right. I gotcha.
Yeah, they're peddling this nitrous oxide,
all right.
these laughing gas
bunch
tanks.
of fucking dentists.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I know that stuff gets really well. People also huff, and they do. What's
Mm-hmm.
the other one? The dust off.
Yeah, that's not as much fun.
No, but
Dust
I mean
off.
that's really addictive. I saw. I think it was on
Intervention or something.
Intervention. Yeah. And then.
Wow, I never heard of that, man.
Yeah, this girl was going into Walmart and she kept getting the dust off stuff, like you'd spray a computer.
Oh yeah,
keyboard with.
right.
Right?
Yeah.
So
that's
this-
nitrous oxide too.
Yeah, so that's what was going on. She was like ruining her whole life, and then maybe a few weeks later, we were in New York. I was in New York at a Starbucks, and this girl was in the bathroom forever. And she comes out, she's all disheveled, she's a fucking mess. She leaves, and I will go in there, and there's fucking cans of dust off everywhere.
Oh
I'm like,
my
are
God.
you fucking kidding me?
Why at Starbucks? What is
Yeah.
wrong with you?
Just locking herself in the. It was in Manhattan too, so I guess there was not many places to go do it.
But
I
you
don't
can
know.
just
Really,
buy.
man?
You can do that in the street. The cop is
Yeah.
just gonna think you're an idiot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I did not know that was going on, man.
There's
Yeah.
so many better drugs. I don't know. So many better cheap drugs. Just get a 40. Like, what's wrong? Just drink
Get a
till you
40.
get a 40. Like, what is your problem?
Get a
Like,
dollar shot of Jim Beam and a 16 ounce of Budweiser and a little weed.
We need a
Good.
public service announcement.
yeah.
That's what it is.
Guys,
Don't do dust off.
Don't do
Yeah,
good
yeah.
drugs.
Shot of
Yeah.
Jim Beam, some Budweiser.
Yeah, a little weed.
Yeah,
Yeah, weed's a really good one.
weed's the best, man.
Especially like you said, the weed because I well you've been smoking a lot longer. I used to smoke in high school, which is the early '90s.
so
and it
before
was-
I was alive.
Yeah,
so.
before.
Did
And
you
then-
smoke in the Marine Corps at all?
no, it was really they were really strict by that time.
Really? 'Cause
I
that's
think it
all we
goes.
did.
Yeah, well, it goes in waves, and they talked about the '80s because I was in '94, so a lot of the
Yeah.
guys were in the '80s, and they said they would go in the cockpit to clean it out. In the cockpit, if you guys don't know, that's where the pilots hang
Yeah.
out and stuff, and they would find roaches and everything in the
Really,
cockpit and
man?
joints. So they had to start testing everybody because I guess there was a bad accident,
Yeah.
and they blamed drugs. So then all of a sudden it came crashing down, and everyone got in trouble.
Yeah.
So when I was in, it was a really rough time. A kid got busted that I was good friends with. He went home on leave. They came back, had a dirty urine, and he got kicked out. It was
Yeah.
like a zero tolerance thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
bummer, yeah.
So I didn't while I was in. And then I started again, and it was on and off. And then, in the past, I'd say maybe 5-6 years, it's just seemed that the weed's just gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
It's just like
I
to the
agree.
moon.
Yeah.
You just have to do a little bit now.
Yeah. I can't
before-
do it in the morning. I don't
Yeah.
wake and bake anymore. Hell
No, you can't.
My day would be ruined.
Yeah, I do it at the end of the day. That's what I tell people. At the end of the day,
420.
yeah, everything's done with. You're
Yeah.
hanging out. Let's hang out, smoke
Yeah,
some
little
weed.
taste here and there. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's you like you said, the one hitter.
Yeah.
You do the one hitter, and you're good. I mean,
Are you ready to do one hitter?
Yeah,
right
which we
now,
should
man,
hit
or
up
what?
very soon,
Yeah, I got
very
some weed
soon.
right on me right now, man.
all right, we got about 15 minutes
Yeah,
left.
they're
I think.
children. They're children listening to this podcast.
They're-
Okay.
Oh, really?
We said this once before. If there's children listening, there's a shitty parent somewhere who should not be.
Or like a really smart kid. Though, how do
Yeah.
you find this podcast as a child? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, well, it's on Facebook and iTunes, and I mean, a kid.
Well,
could
you
get
would
it.
be friends with a lot of children on Facebook.
Oh
so
man,
I
you're blowing up
understand.
my spot, man.
Yeah,
Jeez.
Nambling proud, Nambling
Oh, no.
proud.
Was that you that had the joke about Nambla?
Yeah, yeah.
What was the joke? Oh, you don't want to say it, or you don't have to. On the...
I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay, that was a pretty good one.
Yeah.
South Park covered it pretty well too, though. Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Nambla is a good group to pick on, because they're so proud of what they do. It's
Yeah.
just like I can't believe that they can America's great, man. Like the fact that even child predators have their own support group.
Yeah.
Like what is this? Like,
Yeah, it's
the world
crazy.
is so interesting.
But then they want to harass people that want to do drugs. I don't know. I don't understand it.
It's like, how come only boys? Like, what do you have against little girls? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. A bunch of weirdos. Oh, God. It's getting real.
It's getting real. Well, we have about, like I said, 15 minutes left.
Listen, why are you breaking the fourth wall right now?
What did we want to? Well, I was trying to think about what we wanted to talk about. What
Your
else?
Mohawk, man.
We
What's
wanted
up
to
with
talk
that?
about the Mohawk. Well, you see,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
what-
a good deal. Yeah, that's
Why-
a great haircut.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
well, my one of my friends had this idea. He's like, I have this great idea for a haircut for you. So we go to this barber. He tells him, he does it, and I love it. And it's a really easy haircut to do. You just put a little bit of gel. It takes me 5 minutes. And
Yeah.
it's easy to go to the barber. And now my thing is, I'm thinking about changing it, but I don't know what to do. So I'm basically lazy.
You got to get
Because
the...
I would leave it.
Yeah.
Maybe color a little bit.
Maybe,
or
maybe
something.
dread the Mohawk. Get a dread hawk.
I don't know. I like to wash my hair too much, man.
Get
you
the
know?
dread hawk, man.
Yeah.
But it's basically come down to me, the way my scatterbrain works. I don't think about it enough until it's time to get a haircut. Then it's too late. So I go there. I'm like, all right, just do it again. And then I think about it, and then I forget about it, and then it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's an easy haircut, and I think I have the perfect personality for it. People
you're
know
a
right
DJ.
away. Well, people know right away that I'm not serious. You know, they see me, and they're like,
Yeah.
all right, well, this guy's got to be. He's not going to sit here and talk to us about like life insurance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it. Too
Is
many comics these days are serious. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why do you take life so seriously? You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of comedians that take life
I
seriously.
don't know. Like, there's this dude. We were at an open mic yesterday, and this guy was headlining some bullshit fundraiser for some white people's fucking soccer bullshit, and like. He comes out and I was like, "Oh man, you look like a deer in the headlights," and he just walked past. He gave me the 1,000 eyes stare. I was like, "What's wrong with you? Why are you so serious?"
I don't know, man. I think it's like anything else. Comedy's like anything. You get
Yeah.
people that are serious and people, which is weird, or
Never
I
be
don't know.
serious about anything.
Yeah, no, I think that's a
Don't
great way.
be serious
yeah.
about anything.
Life's too short.
Life is
Yeah.
stupid too.
Yeah,
Just to
it
have
really
fun
is.
with it.
You
You
gotta
may
have a
say
good
something
time.
stupid, but get over it.
Yeah, roll with the punches, man. It's all fun.
Yeah. Like
I
I,
don't
said,
know.
women hate the shit we say, but
You're pulling it back, call back, man. I like that.
Yeah,
right
to
back
the
to the
beginning.
original.
Sometimes they like it though. You never know, man.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think like since we're talking about it again, like women weren't able to like people to shut women up back in the day. So
Yeah.
like only recently have women been really developing a sense of humor because they have the freedom to do so now. Maybe
Yeah.
You mean on stage?
no,
mostly?
just
Oh,
in general. Like
yeah?
because
Ah.
back in the day, like we would devalue everything like women would say.
let them say whatever they
Yeah,
want.
just-
You know, I've heard some crazy. I know some crazy. I have crazy women friends, and they say some great stuff.
Oh
you know.
yeah, I know a lot of women that I tell them,
Yeah.
you should go on stage. Nikki from Anthony D's.
Oh yeah, shit,
Perfect
yeah.
example. I keep
Hell
telling
yeah.
her, I'm like, you're so funny.
Oh my
Yeah.
God!
Yeah,
I
she
said,
comes out shit.
I think I might have crossed the line. Because we were outside smoking a cigarette, and she's a little dark skinned, very beautiful woman, and I said to her, "Do you know what? In the right light, you kind of look like Michelle Obama." And without saying a word, she walked away. Like I said this. In
Oh
like,
no, that's
Yeah.
Cookie. Nikki's the.
Yeah,
no, she
I
works
was there when
Wednesdays.
you said that too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was probably not a good move.
Well, it's not like you're trying to insult her, right? I mean,
No, I was like,
No,
you look
not
like
at all.
you look
Yeah,
like the
I was
most
there when you said-
powerful woman in the country. I
She
think
is
that's.
a powerful woman, that girl Cookie. She is.
Oh, she.
great.
Yeah, you can tell.
Oh yeah, she's a strong woman.
Mm-hmm.
Strong women are cool.
we should give her a shout out. I think she might be watching too.
Yo, Cookie, what's
What's
good?
up, Cookie?
Yeah.
We love
Sorry, I called you Michelle Obama. What about? I'll say it right now. What about Benghazi, America? There we go. Maybe they'll make her
Yeah,
feel
we're
better.
all over that.
you. Nice.
What I notice, and this is a terrible thing to say, women are like dog shit. The older they are, the easier they are to pick up. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, terrible. Okay.
So before,
I'm done with
He did
that.
admit it was terrible, guys.
So
Yeah, I
wait.
know it's terrible.
so listeners, wait till after menopause and then start making moves.
So if you're in high school now, you just wait until that girl
No, you
gets
don't have to
married,
wait.
has some kids, gets divorced, and then
When they
is that what
turn
you're saying?
44, that's when they lose it.
44.
yeah.
Yeah,
So what?
from what I noticed,
What do you think the ratio is on women your
Oh,
age
this
that
is
like
great.
younger guys? Because I'm into older ladies now. I think older lady they got more to offer. Like so.
So when you say older, what age range are you talking about?
I'm talking like I don't know the age range where they're gonna call me a handsome young man. You know what I mean? Like that's the age range I'm looking for.
Like 50? Like I don't.
Yeah, right, man.
Like
yeah.
I think like 35 to 55 is a good range.
How old are you, man?
I'm 21.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Fuck yeah, yeah.
You're like 35. That's a baby to me.
Yeah, most of these bitches I hang out with are like over 55, man. You know?
Bitches.
And they're good, you know. They're friends.
Were
He
you the
means
one?
it with all due respect. All due respect. We got to keep that word. You can't
Well,
take it
I
away
think
from us.
I prefer
sorry
the
about
the
that.
word you were using before, bags. That one's good. That is so insulting. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You're like, you don't want to hang out with the bags I'm hanging out with. I don't know. I think we'd be a good. You'd be a good wingman for me. I don't know. Probably.
I will get you in nothing but trouble, man.
That's what I think. That's what he's
Yeah.
looking for, though.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
CJ likes a little bit of trouble.
I just don't know how to find it. I'm looking for it. I don't know how to
it's
find it.
around, man.
Hang out at
around.
Anthony D's long enough, you'll find some trouble.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll be doing that, but I will pop around as much as I can. I like that place. It's cool. I like talking to a bunch of people playing pool. That's
Yeah,
fun.
that was a good
Yeah.
time. Right?
Yo, shout out to the Connecticut open micers who are lazy and didn't come to the only open mic in Connecticut. What are you guys doing? Like, is
Hey, that was
Anthony
fun,
D's?
though.
Yo, we had a great time.
Yeah, I
I
don't
think.
know where everyone was tonight.
Yeah, I don't, where were
I
you
don't know.
guys?
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
Where were you
Yeah, it
guys?
was hard.
No, I liked it.
Yeah.
See, I'm a sadist when it comes to open mics. I like doing the crappiest open mic I could find because then like you get hair on your chest. It's a good time.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
it makes you just pretty much invincible. You don't even care
Yeah, you
anymore.
don't
You
even
just
care.
get up there, start.
Do whatever,
talk.
you know, whatever routine is going through your head.
Yeah.
Push it out there, man, you know.
How many times have you done stand up?
I've done a couple of good ones, you know, like with Billy Wynn at the Daniel Street Cafe. I've done Joker's Wild in New Haven a few times. But, you know, see, I get so fucked up, man. You know, like
Yeah. That's the
Yeah,
thing
that-
about
that-
comedy. You can't. There's a fine line.
Billy
Yeah.
Wynn told me, man, Billy Wynn was like a famous comedian from PLR. I did a thing at Daniel Street with him. But I thought I was going on at 9 o'clock at night, you know. They don't go on till 10:30. In the meantime, somebody gave me a Vicodin, bunch of shots of whiskey, you know.
See
and,
that?
and once you done with your rehearsed
Yeah.
material, good night. Thank you, good night. Don't go off the top of your head.
No, I think like that's a whole other muscle though. I think it's going off the top. There's something freeing about that in a lot of ways. Like I think that it's fun.
But
to
if
do
you're pretty intoxicated, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's
I
probably
mean,
a bad
I
idea.
insulted every Italian woman in the place.
There you go.
You know. Yeah.
See,
Talking
that's
about bidets. You know what a bidet
Yeah.
is? A bidet.
Yeah, bidet. Yep.
that's
That's
the
where
thing
you
though.
flush your, hoo-ha out with, man. You know,
Uh-huh.
I brought that into it. You know, it was
See-
like a bad scene, man.
Bidet comedy.
It's hard to
Daniel
be.
Street. Oh no.
It's hard to be
Yeah.
fucked up and do stand up, but then again, it's hard not to be fucked up and be in an open mic, and that's the catch-22
Yeah, oh,
because
yeah.
they are the worst.
Yeah. They make
It's
you
hard,
stronger
man.
though.
Yeah, it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard to know. Being a comedian, because I played in bands my whole life.
Yeah,
You know?
nice.
Oh, what do you play an instrument, sing, or what do you do?
I'm pretty much the lead singer. We're going to be doing a gig January 17th at Anthony D's, my old band, St. James Skate.
Shout out.
We're doing our 35th anniversary concert in celebration of the Grateful Dead's 50th anniversary. Right? It's like a Deadhead band.
All right.
So
you guys cover a lot of the Dead.
yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of Dead.
Do you have any other
we're
any
going to
original
do
songs?
$2. Yeah, we got a couple originals. I don't know if we can pull them off, man. You know,
Oh,
we'll
you
see.
got to do originals, man.
Yeah.
Those are the best.
Do them toward the end of the night. That's the key. You know?
I'll make shit up as I go along,
Yeah.
man. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going to happen.
What are the specials you said?
$2 grilled cheese sandwich, man.
Oh, wow, that's gonna be
like
great.
a Grateful
man.
Dead park.
Yeah, classic Grateful Dead. That's how hippies.
$2 grilled cheese.
That's how
sandwich,
hippies
man.
make money on the road. They
Yeah.
sell grilled cheeses in the afternoon and then
Yeah.
Bloody Marys in the morning.
Yeah.
That's how you stay alive on the road.
You
Yeah.
got to get that up on
Yeah, we're
Facebook.
gonna do that. Yeah,
Definitely.
we're gonna be pushing that, man. So stay tuned for that. Yeah.
Yeah, talk to them at Anthony D's. They'll share it on their Facebook too.
Oh,
Definitely.
I know
Get
they
it
will.
up there.
Yeah, we're getting the whole thing together for it. Yeah.
All right, cool.
But like doing stand-up comedy, you know, playing in the band, you got your buddies in the band
Yeah.
that's going to cover you. You forget the words, you forget, what you're going to play.
Yeah.
You know, the band covers you, man. But you're doing stand-up comedy, man. You're on your own.
It's all you.
Yeah,
well, that's
you're fucking it up, man. You're on your own.
That's a scary thing, but it's also the great thing about comedy.
The win, you win big.
Because as an actor, you're acting, you're doing someone else's thing. When it's stand-up, it's all you. You could do whatever you want as long as you make people laugh and make them go for the kitty toys. But that's the thing about stand-up.
Pay attention.
Yeah, and that's the thing about ADD. You just go off on things and you don't know what you're doing. No. But that's what I love about stand-up. It's all you. It's everything you create, you write, you perform. It's all you.
See, no, okay. Here, that brings me to an excellent point because there was a big thing that happened last night, and there was a lot of like debate that went on. You said it's all about you wrote the things. There was a comic.
That's how I feel.
Okay, there is a comic last night, not naming any names, but this guy, he was calling out another comic on stage, and he was like, dude, like, you say that I steal jokes on stage, blah, blah, blah. By the end of his set, he admitted that he took jokes from a joke book.
Well, we said one joke.
Yeah, but what the hell, what's the point of that? Like, why would you take jokes from a joke book and perform it? Like,
You better steal jokes.
That's so lame.
You better steal some jokes. You know, I mean, that's what we do as, comics.
But from
you steal some jokes.
published joke book, though, that's so lame.
Yeah.
I think there's two different schools of thought on it, and it's hard to say. If you're stealing something's exact set and exact jokes, I think that's horrible. If you're going to take something that was in a joke book and kind of make it your own, I don't think it's as bad. Would I do it? I don't think I would do it. I'm not saying it's right or wrong.
Yeah.
But if it's going to make people laugh, I don't know. It's comedy.
Doesn't that put you at a lower level?
I don't think so, because this comedian, he's a really good comedian. I've seen him a bunch of times. And he really made that his own, so it's hard to say.
Well, regardless of that one
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just basically playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
I enjoy, what I like is people who make their own stuff.
Yeah.
But there's also an aspect of it of comedy is writing, but it's also performing. So if he's performing this one thing and he's performing it really well and making people laugh.
Yeah. If nobody ever heard it before.
Yeah,
that works.
There's a difference between stealing jokes, like Carlos Mencia would do.
Mm-hmm.
He would if somebody was headlining, he would open up for them and he would do their material. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's cutthroat, man.
You can't do that, or you can't steal someone's whole bit or idea. But to take something out of it's like an idea that was in a joke book and kind of make it your own. I mean,
yeah, I can see that.
It is what it is. I see I see both sides of it.
But because for a lot of us, we're sitting in coffee shops for 3 hours just hating ourselves, just thinking of anything, like trying to pair any idea together, and then some asshole comes along and uses his library card to fucking find a joke.
But the thing about this one particular comic is he has been doing it for a really long time, and he has a lot of all of his own stuff, and I guess that's the only one that he uses as a closer.
I don't even know anymore, though. That's the thing. Like, who are we to say that all of his stuff isn't from joke books anymore?
No, a lot of his stuff's from his real life, because I know him, so I know that's not true.
Yeah, it just, to me, I don't, and I was like, and then all right, the other guy was that, okay, so what happened was, there was this kid, and he has pretty bad schizophrenia. And before we were talking, we're the only two people in the room. We were hanging out.
Sounds like a good crew, man.
Yeah, me and a schizophrenic, real good company. And we were talking. This guy was really down on himself. Okay, he was saying stuff about how he couldn't get a job because he was afraid that his schizophrenia would act up and he would just go into alcoholism and stuff. Just a real low point. He gets on stage and he was struggling. He was like, oh, this is so hard. I'm used to when there's more people, it's easier, all this stuff. And his thing is he does crowd work. There's 3 people in the crowd. One of them, they had a thing. They didn't really.
There's a history there, though.
Yeah.
And then when he started saying all that stuff about him, I think he was trying to be funny, but it came across as kind of creepy.
Yeah, it sounded like he was doing.
It's happened a couple times recently, and there's things that were said. So
it sounded like he was doing something from like the Dead Poet Society.
Yeah.
I was like, what? He was like, you da 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 da,
Yeah,
like you da 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 da.
Yeah, he'd say his name and say facts about him. It
Yeah,
was a little weird.
It was
I was
very
letting
weird.
it go because I wanted that just to get out, and then I'm glad that the other guy got up and said what he had to say. I feel like there's closure now, and if it happens again, I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, that's enough. But
Yeah, but
I think we're
as an intelligent human being with a good education.
Who?
What? Well,
who's an intelligent human being?
Me and you, I think he's talking about us.
Well, none of
man.
us are
Just
intelligent
fucking with
human beings. I'm letting the viewers know that
I'm just messing.
the person who rebutted to the schizophrenic, as an intelligent person with a good education,
yeah.
clearly this guy has problems. Like, just like say your jokes. Like, we're here at an open mic. I don't want to hear you.
But the thing
berating
is,
a schizophrenic man.
the problem is it wasn't the first time. And he was talking about him, so it's easy for you to say, but if somebody was up there talking about you, you know what I mean? You don't know how you're going to feel.
I would ignore it. That's happened to me before. I feel like
But I mean, there's like a long, like over 5-year history with that. You know what I mean?
5-year history. Oh my god.
Maybe longer. I don't really know the intent of how deep it goes, but
Good. Well, all I'm trying to say is
I see what you're saying
if
too.
you
You're
guys
right, yeah.
are trying to get into stand up, don't take things from joke books. Take the time, write out funny jokes. You're a funny person, so just write your jokes and have
Danny.
fun.
Write your
Yeah,
jokes
Danny.
and have fun. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm dyslexic, man. I'm not good at writing and shit.
You have
I'm left-handed.
yeah, you have dyslexia.
Well, you
yeah.
could. The great thing about you is you just talk about your life experiences because you had such a full life.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
You just
This
get up there.
guy was a phone sex operator.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Can you what was
I'll be
that like?
ball deep in your shit pipe by 8 bells.
Oh.
That's where the bosun mate comes in.
Yeah,
the
bosun pipe. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
they-
you know what a bosun
Yeah,
pipe is,
yeah.
probably, man. You've been on ship. Yeah.
They were telling you to be like you were like, oh, I should probably, since I'm going to be talking to dudes, I'm going to be a little more flamboyant. What did they tell you?
They said, no, we want you to be like, talk like the pirate, longshoreman type dude that you are,
Yeah,
Because
people, the effeminate, the gay guys, they want a pirate ass motherfucker.
They want some guy to talk dirty
You know what
to
I
them,
think
man.
of when you say that? Do you think that this guy ever possibly could have imagined in his wildest dreams that he was going to say something to you that you would repeat like a million times? Like he just said it to you and you heard it. You're like, what did you just say?
Yeah, man.
And then you just tell it on stage and it makes everybody laugh. Like this guy's immortalized because you're,
that
the
was my
stupid
main
thing that he
line,
said.
man. Yeah.
And that's where a lot of comedy comes from. People saying stupid things and then somebody
Yeah.
like us, like, what did he just say? And then we just turn it into a routine,
Dude,
it's like,
you had the funniest set tonight. I
Yeah.
want to see you do more
All right,
comedy.
man.
Yeah, no,
See,
honestly, you say some ridiculous shit, man. Like
Yeah.
I'd love to see you do more comedy.
All right, yeah, I'm going to try, man.
You should.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think, like, there are really good open mics out there. Like,
Yeah, there's a bunch of
it's
good ones.
tough when you're only performing for 4 people.
Yeah, Joker's Wild
Yeah.
has a good one on Wednesday nights.
Yeah,
and it's
I've
packed.
done it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
come down on a Wednesday.
yeah.
This is we're at just about an hour, just over. So if there's anything you want to talk about, say
You
the
got
date
any more
again.
beer and shit?
Yeah, we got
Brian?
more
beer,
that's-
man.
I
Drink,
need
do
to-
that.
I need to-
Beer, smoke weed. If you have any
Yeah, I need-
Quaaludes, let's do
Yeah,
those.
I got no Quaaludes, but I got
Damn
some
it.
weed. I got a piss and have a cigarette. and
All
have
right,
a
guys.
beer.
Thanks for
Hell
watching.
yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Brandon.
All right. you
Thanks
can
for
check us
having
out.
me here, man.
Ron Paul, 2012.
Yeah, that's right. Ron Paul, get your time machine and go back in time.
Thanks, bro.